Hey YouTube, it's Tanya, VSG Tanya 2011, and this is the Back to Basics WLS channel, and I'm your Tuesday blogger. This week's topic is, they want us to discuss the tools that we use, apps, scales, bowls, spoons, etc. So I'm just going to kind of go through the core things that I use on a day-to-day basis, just to show you what I use. Now, I know this sounds ridiculous, but before I had weight loss surgery, I had gotten this wonderful Margaritaville margarita maker, and I probably used it 2 times in a year because we don't drink that much, but I really wanted the margarita maker because it makes good margaritas. So when I started drinking protein shakes, I thought, well, maybe I can start using that. And now I use this probably at least 4 or 5 days a week. Anytime I have a shake, I make it in my margarita maker because I like my shakes to be like frappes or frappuccinos. So I use my blender. Next thing I use a lot of are my measuring cups. And I'll tell you, early on in my journey, I drank a lot of the pre-mixed shakes, so I didn't do a lot of measuring. And then, so I had my surgery in November, and then for my birthday, my husband got me a food scale. He got me this Cuisinart food scale, and I started measuring my food, and I realized that I had been eating a lot less than what I thought I had been eating because I had just been eyeballing stuff. So I highly recommend getting a food scale and using it. I use mine every day. I weigh my food, and when it comes to solid protein, I portion out 4 ounces. If I take a bite more than 4 ounces, I get sick. So I think it's really important to have a food scale. 1, to make sure you're getting enough protein, and 2, to make sure you're not overeating. So very important. I use it every day. I use my measuring cups to measure out my milk. When I make my shakes, I do a half a cup of milk, a half a cup of water, and then a large amount of ice for my shakes. I also use my little measuring spoons for when I'm doing other things like I do a shake in the morning sometimes. This is my shake, my protein I use right now is the Pure Protein, the Frosty Chocolate. But I'm getting ready to, when this is over with, I'm not going to use this anymore. But it's not bad. It's really good. It's 140 calories, 25 protein, and 2 net carbs. So, I mean, it's really good protein, but just kind of getting tired of it. So I'm getting ready to switch to the protein my husband's been using. And my husband is my lovely assistant holding the camera. This is from GNC, and it is a bit more expensive, but it tastes really good. It's for 1 scoop, well, they do it in 3 scoops, but we never use 3 scoops. We only use 1 scoop. So I think 1 scoop is like 93 calories and 20 protein and 2 net carbs. And it's got a really good flavor. My husband just mixes it in his blender bottles, but I never use blender bottles. I like mine frozen. So, but I'll do a shake sometimes in the morning with a scoop of chocolate, 1 tablespoon of the PB2, which is only 22 calories, and then 1 tablespoon of the Hershey's Light Syrup, which is only 22 calories. And it kind of makes it like a peanut butter cup flavor. I'm not saying it tastes like a peanut butter cup, but it's the closest thing that we'll ever get to a peanut butter cup again. What's next? Okay, so I wanted to show the plates that we use in my family. These are our dinner plates, and this is like I guess like a dessert plate or something. I use these little saucers. My husband uses the big plate. I use the little saucer. I don't not use the big plate because I think I'm going to overeat because I know I can't. I just think it's a waste of space, so I just use the small plate. No sense in dirtying a big plate when you're not going to fill it up. And then these are our like cereal bowls, and these are like little like fruit cup bowls. Most of the time, like I'll use a fruit cup bowl if I'm eating a small portion of yogurt, or like a little bowl of no sugar added ice cream, grapes, whatever. The only time I'll use a big bowl, I will use a big bowl like this to put my cereal in, but I always use my measuring cups to measure my cereal, so I never over portion myself. Over here, this is my scale. I'm not getting on it because it's nighttime, and we always weigh more at night. But it's a Weight Watchers scale. I got it from Bed Bath & Beyond right before I had surgery, and I really like this scale. It doesn't do all the fancy things like water and muscle and anything like that, but it's reliable. It always gives me a consistent number, and you know, some scales aren't like that. So, okay. So then I was going to show just a quick recipe. This is something I eat almost every single day, and people always ask me about it, so I'm going to show it. This is my my key lime yogurt. So I always use my scale because I get these, I think it's 17 and a half ounce things of Fage, and so I just portion out like around 8.5 ounces of yogurt. Let's see, a little bit more. I mean, it doesn't have to be exact because I'm probably going to eat it within 2 days. Anybody, like, I eat it almost every day for snack. So, like, I always measure it. Then I have 4 Splendas. You can use whichever sweeteners you like, or however much you like. I like mine kind of sweet, so I use 4 Splendas. Okay. Then comes the key lime. Tablespoon. Now this I will sometimes, most of the time, eyeball because I've done it so many times. I know how much I like, but it's about 2 tablespoons of key lime juice. Okay. And just mix that together really well. And I like to do a couple at a time because I don't like to eat them right away. I like for them to sit in the refrigerator for a few hours. I find the yogurt gets more firm and kind of fluffy, and I just like the texture of it better when it's been sitting in the refrigerator for a while. Alright, just make sure it's all blended up really good. Let me get another spoon. And then I do like 2 little blobs of Cool Whip. Alright, 1, 2. I'll say they're generous blobs of Cool Whip. Alright, I'm going to do the other one after. And then I just kind of fold it in. And I can't lie, I stole this recipe from Janine, Pinkfish Lily. Except instead of using key lime juice, she uses strawberries, which I like that too. She calls it strawberry goo. I call it strawberry fluff, and I call this key lime fluff. But I'll also sometimes mash up raspberries and put it in here, or I'll just what I've been doing lately is just leaving it plain and then putting raspberries on top right before I eat it, and it's just such a nice, refreshing afternoon snack. And this 1 cup has about 23 grams of protein. So it does seem like a lot, but y'all, I'm over a year out. I can eat a cup of yogurt. I fill up, and it does fill me up for a good long while, but I can't eat a cup of yogurt at one time. So, and that's what my key lime fluff looks like. You see it's still kind of wobbly, jiggly. If you leave it in the refrigerator for a couple of hours, it's going to firm up, and it's just like thick and filling, and it's so good. So that's everything I had this week. That's the oh wait, the one tool I forgot to mention, sorry, is on my phone. Of course, my phone I use for YouTube and for Facebook, so that's really important. But something I use every single day is my FitnessPal. I log into my FitnessPal every day. I track my food, I track my exercise, I track my water. I've been doing that since probably just a couple of weeks out from surgery, and I highly recommend tracking food because I know I would probably eat more calories than I should if I did not track my food. So my FitnessPal, I highly recommend. If you don't track your food on paper or something, I highly recommend my FitnessPal. So that's it, guys. Thanks for watching, and I hope showed you something you didn't already know. I welcome y'all to make your own videos or respond to tell me what tools y'all use. I love getting new ideas, and I know everybody would find it really useful. All right, y'all go out and have a great week, and I'll see you back here next Tuesday. Bye, y'all.